Well, we're all here. We were supposed to be getting interviewed by Wessel, your friend Wessel and ours, but he's not here. I think his mother called and he's gone home.
That's good.
So I guess, Paul, it's up to me now to ask you the question that I've wanted to ask you for a long time now. Where did you get the name Paul Hester?
Well, I first thought of the name Neil when I was about 12 years old, and
What were you called before that?
I don't think I had a name before that. I was number 7. There was
Number
about
7?
8 children, and I think I was number 7, so I was 7. Then I was, I took the stage name.
You weren't part of that test tube program that they had in Australia for
Paul
children
was a
born.
pioneer baby.
First baby born in a test tube.
This is a fact, ladies and gentlemen, that not many people know over here, but in Australia, Paul was the first.
So Neil, tell me, who was the first fully grown woman that you ever kissed full on the mouth?
First it was Denise Beattie.
Denise
she lived in
Beattie.
Tauranga, which was a very dangerous port town in New Zealand, with a lot of activity, a lot of which we can't bring to light now. But
right, yes, I understand.
I had a broken arm at the time, and I desperately attempted to undo a zip, but I couldn't do it because my arm was completely out of use.
And the other
Having a
question,
good conversation over here. You enjoying yourself? Good.
Yes.
the other question I wanted to ask you was, is it true that you were involved in black magic?
Oh, look, only when it's safe, wild but safe.
Right.
Well, it's
Nick?
really the part of living in the 90s, isn't it? That when everything is wild but safe.
How did your brother get his name, Mark?
Mark was actually named by my parents, funnily enough, when he was born.
Mark is the lead singer of Hunters and Collectors. That's Nick's brother, Mark. He looks a lot like Nick. In fact, Nick often goes out and people go up to... No, Mark often goes out and people go up to him and say, "Love that last Crowded House record, Mark."
And he
Okay.
gets very angry.
Hey, what do you think about the girl behind you in the check top?
I think she looks exactly like the girl from ABBA. The blonde girl from ABBA.
She doesn't know we're talking
Anna.
about
She
her.
looks like Anna.
School.
School, you're having a talk about school.
Is school good?
No.
Why is it not good? You have what?
We have vacation.
Holiday.
Holiday.
Well, that's the best part about school, isn't it?
Talking
when you
about
go on
it
holiday.
vacation, yeah.
Yeah, being able to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul left school and what was your first job, Paul?
My first job I worked at, I worked at Safeways. I was a trolleyologist, collected trolleys in the car park for years. And I was very proud of that, very proud.
You went through the entire... You got something to fall back on, but... The top 10, Paul. We have been in this top 10, but this week,
We're not in it?
unfortunately...
We're not in it this week?
We're not in it this week,
Okay.
but 10 people are. Who are they?
Well, okay, at number 10 we have Dr. Alban, It's My Life. Number 9, Nick, what's number 9?
Das Boot, Paul. I love that. We play Das Bus when we're touring in Europe, actually.
Okay.
Like Das Boot, but we play Das Bus. We run
Number
up and
8.
down the bus throwing water over each other.
Number
fun.
8,
Crazy kids.
one of Neil's big favourites.
Guns N' Roses
Guns N'
knocking on
Roses.
heaven's door.
But kids, please do yourselves a favour and listen to the original version. It's much better.
Yep. Number
Right
7.
said Fred at number 7, Deeply Dippy.
And number
we're
6.
deeply sick of that one, but
No, I
anyway,
like
number
that.
6.
Vanessa William with a really beautifully titled song, Save the Best for Last. I don't know what she's talking about, whether she's talking about sex or cooking or shopping.
What's
Who
next?
knows?
Number 5 is George Michael, Too Funky.
That's the video with all the big bums in it.
It is,
Yeah. Number 4, Criss Cross, Jump. Number 3, W, Please Don't Go. Number 2, whatever it is.
I'm the
Number
one
1.
that wants to be with
Number
you.
1, Snap.
Rhythm is a dancer. But
Rhythm
here
is a
is,
dancer.
meanwhile, George Michael with all those big bums.
George Michael and the bum
That
video.
Evangelista woman.
George Michael.
We're little TV presenters here, aren't we, really?
We are. This is something we could fall back on.
What was the guy that used to work on Countdown with the...
Adam.
Adam.
Yeah.
I feel like Adam Curry.
Yeah, Adam. He used to wear the big sort of
Louis the
the
15th
sort of
frock coats.
curtains. He used to make coats out of his curtains.
Yeah, he's a good sort. We've seen him in America recently, in case you wondered what happened to him. But we don't know what's happened to Wessels, but never mind, because we've got a request anyway.
Yes, good to be back. I'd like to send a special cheerio to the Van der Eet sisters, if any of them are actually
And
there.
the Van der Hovens.
The Van der Eet sisters I went to school with and had many experiences with them, and I'd like to send a cheerio because I know one of them is here.
Special experiences.
Special cheerio. Thank you.
And our choice is Road to Nowhere, and this is Talking Heads.
Road to Nowhere.
It's a good little video. You watch
It
it.
is, yes.
Hi, I'm David Bowie, and you're watching Countdown, Europe's #1 rock show.